Good evening. I'm Spot On Weather meteorologist Matthew Euler, and it's been a little bit of time since the last video, but I want to really delve into something very interesting. We're talking about the title of tonight's presentation, Winter Not Over Yet. All right. We're going to move right into the forecast charts, and we're going to talk a little bit about each. And we're going to go from the 7th of March, tomorrow, Tuesday, and I will take it out through Sunday, all the way out through Sunday, the 12th of March. All right, so what we have going on tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, is we have a whole line of showers, and there will be some thunderstorms down to the south, southern end of this band of rain, which could actually bring severe thunderstorms from Tennessee southward for that part of the country. But we have a cold front that is going to be situated out to the west of the mid-Atlantic region tomorrow. And so what we're expecting is the cooler air represented by these blue dashed lines. That's where the cooler air is, trying to come down from Canada. All right, and out ahead of it here in southeast Virginia, we have high pressure offshore. Clockwise flow around this high will bring in some southwesterly winds, and those southwesterly winds will be increasing tomorrow throughout the day, so it will be windier out ahead of this shield of rain. We expect this shield of rain to mainly move in late tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and last into Wednesday morning, and then we expect this cold front to clear the coast. Looking at the upper level pattern, we have a strong dip in the jet stream indicated here by this U shape. All right, and we have a lot of colder air that's filtering in through the base of this long wave trough, which matches up fairly well with our surface chart, where the coldest air is situated back here. Southeast Virginia, we're sitting on the backside of an upper level ridge, which will generally give us southwesterly winds and very mild temperatures. Tomorrow, we're expecting highs in the lower 70s. So summer will be back, if you like that warm air, for tomorrow. Moving on now to Wednesday, the 8th of March, that cold front, some morning through midday showers, that's going to push offshore. We are going to have a cold front that has now cleared the coast. We are expecting a cool down in temperatures, but still fairly mild. We do have an area of high pressure over Mississippi on Wednesday. If you look at the jet stream configuration, this strong upper level low is situated over eastern Canada, and the jet stream is going to usher in some slightly cooler temperatures into the mid-Atlantic region, with this troughing having shifted east now mainly into the New England states at this point in time. Looking at Thursday, the 9th of March, we have this area of 1028 millibar high situated off the South Carolina coast. So we have a clockwise flow around this high. We still have fairly mild temperatures across southeast Virginia on Thursday, the 9th. We do have a little bit of cooler temperatures to the north, indicated by these blue dash lines, mainly from Washington, D.C. northward to New England, and then also from northern Illinois northward into Wisconsin and Minnesota. If we pan over to the jet stream, the upper level winds at 30,000 feet, we do have pretty much a west-east zonal flow from Washington State going all the way across the northern tier along the U.S.-Canadian border into New England. All the coldest air remains locked up over Canada at this time on Thursday. Now moving on to the 10th of March, this Friday, you'll notice that there is a little weak upper level disturbance that moves through the pattern. And that's going to be responsible for producing possibly some scattered showers across our area here in southeast Virginia. A stronger cold front starts setting up now, orientation more east to west orientation of this cold front. We have a stronger Canadian high now situated north of North Dakota. Clockwise flow around this high is going to be bringing in some cooler temperatures. And again, there is some snow shower activity over Washington, D.C., southern New Jersey, into western Virginia. For us, it would mainly be shower activity out ahead of that cold front. Looking at the jet stream, you now start to see a little bit of amplification or a little bit of a trough, a long wave trough developing into the Ohio Valley on Friday. So that's going to usher in some cooler temperatures. If we look closer here, you can see that 540 decameter thickness line. All right, anything north of that in the east of the Mississippi River in the eastern United States usually equates to a wintry type precipitation pattern. That's why you see the blue snow to the north of that 540 decameter thickness line. Now we move into Saturday, the 11th of March, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? And don't forget this weekend, we need, I believe we changed our clock this weekend on Saturday night. What we have going on Saturday, the 11th, this is an interesting feature that we're going to keep a very, very close eye on. We do have some heavier snow across northern Missouri into central and southern Illinois. This is an interesting feature. If I zoom in on it, we're looking at a 1,007 millibar low situated basically over southeast Kansas. There will be some rain shower activity extending southward from southern Missouri, Arkansas, down to southeast Texas. All right, for our area in southeast Virginia this Saturday, still looking dry, looking seasonable as far as the temperatures go. Temperatures in the lower 50s at this time, but we're remaining dry across our area. Looking at the jet stream, it becomes more zonal again temporarily. There's a little bit of troughing, upper level troughing to the northwest of this surface low come Saturday, all right? And that's going to be a little bit colder temperatures back behind that surface low. That's what that indicates. Whenever you see troughing on the long wave 300 millibar chart, 30,000 feet, this is where you typically have cooler air in that base of that trough. All right, now this is where things get real interesting, all right? This is two frames. This is a left slide here. The left frame is showing you 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. The right frame is showing you the surface weather for the 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday the 12th. Now look at what happens, all right? This low pressure system that was back over southeast Kansas basically dives east-southeast, and then it pretty much moves south off the coast of North Carolina. At least that's the latest model data that we have. And it shows a rain snow line very close to southeast Virginia. And in fact, heavy snow is located basically Williamsburg, Richmond, up towards DC on Sunday. All right, so this thing really gets going, this surface low. It intensifies and deepens as it moves east-southeast. Now, I'm going to show you upper level support here in a minute. Now, this is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, okay, on the 12th of March. And notice how the low then pulls offshore, and then you get some snow filling in back behind the surface low, okay? So this is something we've got to keep a close eye on. It's looking like we could have a late season winter storm somewhere across the mid-Atlantic this weekend. The timing is subject to change, and we'll just keep you updated on it here at Spot on Weather. Now, here is the upper level pattern, okay? We have at the 30,000 foot level, at the jet stream level, we have a dip in the jet stream, all right? We have troughing, a long wave trough deepens across the eastern United States. We have colder air starting to dump into the base of this trough. And then over here, we look at the 500 millibar vorticity chart, which is just a spinning, vorticity refers to a spinning motion of an air parcel as it rises. With the yellows and these reds, those indicate rising, those colored areas indicate rising air, vertically rising air in the atmosphere. And so this is a shortwave trough at 18,000 feet. When I look at 500 millibars, that's at 18,000 foot level in the atmosphere. So look at the yellow here situated to the west of our area, west of the mid-Atlantic. This is the upper level support for this surface low right here, okay? So we have some good uplift, some good vertical motion, a pretty potent short upper level trough, a short wave, okay? So keep that in mind. As of right now, the way the guidance looks, this could be an interesting late winter storm. In fact, the European model on the 12 Zulu run was indicating that this could be, it was indicating 7 to 9 inch snowfall amounts across southeast Virginia. So we'll just have to keep an eye on things. It's a possibility, but things can change between now and this weekend. It could end up being a cold rain. So let me go over some final thoughts here of the extended forecast to wrap this video up. First of all, we have very mild temperatures tomorrow, the 7th of March. We are expecting high temperatures into the lower 70s. Hey, summer is back. And we've had enough of this roller coaster ride in temperature over the last month. We've had extremes of ranging from 20, for example, this past weekend, 27, 28 degree mornings, all the way up to 82 degree high temperatures in the last 4 weeks. Record highs have been set across Southeast Virginia. And so that just shows you how wild these transition seasons can become as we head into a transition between winter and spring. Rain is going to move in ahead of a cold front late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So we expect some rain tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Then we're going to have cooler air moving in behind the cold front as it moves offshore by midday Wednesday. But we still expect temperatures to remain relatively mild on Wednesday. We're not expecting a major drastic cool down like we had this past weekend, where high temperatures were only in the 40s across Southeast Virginia. Then we got another cold front that's going to move through by Friday, which is going to have a more substantial cool down for us. Highs will return to the lower to middle 50s on Friday. And then the big thing is the late winter snowstorm is in the cards for Sunday. It's all dependent on the many factors that I talk about time and time again on videos throughout the winter. It's all dependent on a couple factors. Number one, the track of the storm. The track of this storm is very critical. If it remains south of our area and then comes off the coast, then we remain in the cooler air to the north of the surface track of the low, and we are in the wintry precip more. Now, if it decides to move more north between us and Washington, D.C., we will be in the warmer area. Temperatures will be warmer in the 50s and will be in all rain. Okay? So the track is very important. If the track were to come off and then the storm was to strengthen off the shore like this, we'd get more of a wind component off the water, which could also just make it a cold rain. All right? The depth of the cold air is another factor we need to talk about. We need to look at the upper levels above the ground for that. And additionally, water temperatures have warmed since the heart of winter. A lot of temperatures around the area, water temperatures are already at 50 to 51 degrees. So the bottom line, potential exists for a substantial late winter storm across the mid-Atlantic, mainly focused on Sunday. So winter is not over yet. Just stay tuned to Spot on Weather for the latest, and I certainly wish everyone a great and pleasant Monday evening.